Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to part 4 of Chaos Week of August 2024. The final part being the creative market in Torhout. It was quite, a special and hard also ending of the Chaos Week, because this was one of the events that we had to drive the longest for. So our alarm clock also went off like real early. But before I dive into all of that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name's Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with my adventures as a writer, with Wicca, with magic, with anything geeky really, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yes, final part of our Chaos Week. We survived, but barely. Again, a little recap for the people who maybe haven't seen my previous videos again, or yet. Why do I call this Chaos Week and the final part of the Chaos Week? Well, for me as an author, the summer break is always very, very busy when it comes to events, because there are a lot of outdoor creative markets to take part in, but also some fantasy events that are outdoors. And in 2024, there was like this 10-day period in August that were like, in those 10 days, there would be like 6 active event days, being 5 actual days that the event took place, and then 1 extra day in case of Elftopia, which was the start of the Chaos Week, in which we took like the Friday as an extra day to actually go there and set up our booth. And that all with like a heat wave washing over Belgium and everything extra. So this video is the last part 4 of our Chaos Week, and the last event of said Chaos Week. So we're on day 10 of the 10-day period, being Sunday the 18th of August. And we were actually invited by a reader, because she was organizing a creative carnival fair market at her place, where she lives in Torhout. Now, for the people who are as bad in geography as me, or who don't know Belgium, Torhout is close, well, it's like, yeah, closer to the sea in Belgium. So that meant that, sorry, I still have the sniffles because I don't know what's happening. Is it a little cold or it's allergy? So sorry if I sometimes have to take a breath because my nose is clogged for a moment. Where was I? So Torhout, where the market took place, is like close to the sea here in Belgium. So that meant that for my mom and me, it would be a drive that would take like about 2 hours. And since the market itself was from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m, yeah, it was a very early start, especially since we had like the evening market in Geetbets the day before, which ended at 9 p.m. And then of course when you still had to pack up and everything, then get something to eat, even though we took takeout and everything, it was like 11 p.m. until I finally saw my bed again. But then we had to leave, I think, at about 6 or 7 a.m. the next day. Yeah, it was it was tough. I'm gonna be honest, it was really tough, because also I'm not a morning person, and since as a kid I got cancer, so my like energy levels aren't as high as a normal person. I'll say it like that. So I have to really be careful, like managing my energy in things. And that chaos week, those 10 days were very tough on me. But again, I'm proof as I'm filming this that I survived. So the market was hosted at the Zuidstraat in Torhout, which was also the street where the reader in question lives and has her own business. Again, it was a creative market in combination with then the local fair. Though this fair was like actually was bigger than the one in Geetbets, for example, where there were a few attractions. Here it was a full-blown carnival fair, like we often also have around my place right before the summer break. The fun part about this thing was that not only not only I as Morgan Blade was invited, but my entire writers collective was invited. Sadly, Dimitri already had another event planned, so eventually it would be it was going to be me, Mathias, Maho, Petra Doom, Jelmer Panman from Helden Papier, Heroes on Paper, with his own D&D manual adventures, and then my mom, who had our stuff from Magical Treasures, and then also Matthias' wife, Emmeline, brought her candles from Sparks of Darkness along. So that was our booth. Then, what else can I tell you about it? There were some other vendors, but to be fair, it was a very small market. I think we had like, you will see it on the footage, I think there were maybe 10 vendors, and that's maybe like even on the high point. But later when I talked to the person who organized this market, she told me that the reason why they didn't have many vendors, and sadly also not many visitors, was because they had been trying to get the right permits by the city, because of course you can't just decide as an organization like I'm going to organize a market here in my street, close out off the streets for traffic. You can't decide that on your own. You have to go with your plan to the city council, and they will, you know, give you the right permits. Well, they first of all have to agree that you are allowed to do to organize said market, and then you of course have to get the right permits. But as we were talking, she mentioned that those talks took a long time, and it was always like postponed, and there was a lot of last minute things around it. And then like really last minute, it was I think like not even a month before the actual market was going to happen, they got the permits and the official okay, the market can go. But then it was like a few weeks before the market, so by then a lot of the vendors that they had like on their list, their wish list to, you know, send out invites to, already had other events planned for that date, or they also couldn't make a lot of promo around the event. So sadly, not many people came. So with the trouble with the city council, city hall drama, they didn't, you know, weren't able to pull a lot of vendors to their market. Also didn't get to make a lot of promo about their market, which resulted in a very low visitor rate, but also few vendors, which of course wasn't fun for the organization. But still, we tried to make the most of it. It was a beautiful sunny day, and we were among friends, so that's always a plus. As I already said, there weren't a lot of visitors, but the ones that did come were people that were interested in buying stuff, which resulted in, surprisingly, Petra and me selling quite some books. Like in the last stretch, Petra even beat me with, I think, like 2 or 3 books. Also, my mom and Emmeline had some nice sales too. Only the boys, they had no luck. So Mathias and Jelmer didn't sell anything, sadly. But still, it was a very fun event, even though, again, the circumstances weren't ideal. We made the best of it. And then at 7 p.m., it was time to, pack up one last time. At the end of Chaos Week, our arms were weak, we were tired, but we managed. We put on the radio a little bit harder. During our trip home we also did a small pit stop at the KFC that was laying like on one of the parking lots near the auto route. So yeah, my brother was also very happy with that because he loves KFC and we don't have like a KFC near us. So whenever he can get KFC when we get back from an event, he's very happy. And after that, I went upstairs to my bedroom and I crashed in my bed and I slept for over 12 hours. I'm not ashamed to admit that because I was half dead. And that is how Chaos Week of August 2024 came to an end. 10 days, 6 active event days. I would say I would never do it again, but if I'm looking at my planning for 2025 this year, the summer of 2025, I'm afraid like Chaos Week will become Chaos Month, but that is trouble and yeah, that's our trouble and worries for future me. Now Chaos Week, we survived. Yay! And that was it already for this creative market in Torhout. If you like this video, please leave a little thumbs up or a comment down below. Your feedback helps my channel grow and it also motivates me, of course, to make more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!